Welcome to the Job Fair, where we give job seekers and employers the space to tell their own stories and bring our listeners along for the ride. We're your hosts, Doug and Shauna. Let's dive into it. Hey, everyone. Welcome to episode 4.
Episode 4. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Job Fair.
Hey, Shauna. We went 4 for 4 already. I really can't believe it. This is like watching my kid grow up all over again.
Yes, but hey, look, everyone, we have new swag. We have our official Job Fair hoodies. I feel like this is the real thing now, Doug.
Official tissue. Yes. I'm really excited about our topic for today's episode. College degrees versus upskilling versus experience. What's most valuable in the current job market, and what our motivation here for this topic was? Well, I think honestly, most professional folks would agree that the face of what selling yourself in today's job market looks like has really just changed significantly.
Yeah, and I just want to double tap that like button on that one because I definitely think it's gotten very real out here lately.
Ooh, to say the least. This new normal is exactly why we're sitting here today. Game keeps changing and folks need that real-time guidance. But anyway, employers are now looking beyond those traditional college degrees to scope talent. With tech becoming the operation and growth engine of most industries, the job market has developed a larger appetite for candidates who can build versus those that can just simply do.
Yeah, I agree. And it's so crazy because I feel like that standard playbook of tools for professional success really gets turned on its head. It's definitely feeling like our generation's industrial revolution has taken place over the last couple of decades. And I feel like this opens up a new massive opportunity and avenue for folks to build all those good paying, high impact careers that will stand the test of time, or at least the next, revolution.
It's definitely a revolution. Yeah, but specialized skills and certifications earned online are leading to these six-figure jobs in many instances and just reshaping how we think about educational paths and career development. But yeah, you're so right. This is definitely a once in a century type of movement, or as you called it, the revolution. Sorry, everyone. I'm kind of going off on a tangent. I'm getting super reflective and deep here. It just hit me.
All good, Doug. And I feel like it is pretty deep, right? Because with that being said, we think it's totally worth exploring to know how these changes have impacted the value of college degrees, the emergence and explosion of upskilling, and the undeniable good old-fashioned worth hands-on experience, But before that, Doug, what's first? Let's play Agree to Disagree.
Let's do it. All right, I'm going to kick us off. Humanity's efforts to fight climate change are adequate.
Ooh, good one and an easy one. I'm going to say definitely disagree here. I think we can be doing more. We should be doing more. I feel like we're always trying, whether through taxes or things like sending money, or we hear it in a lot of presidential speeches, but I just don't see a lot happening here. So disagree.
Definitely. I think I agree with you. It's far from adequate. We're really lagging. Climate change keeps raging. We are seeing a lot of regulation. I know California is leading the charge with the mandates on electronic vehicles and things like that. But I think it just simply isn't enough right now. We need more regulatory pressure for people to wake up. And the biggest thing that is an everyday touch point for me is really waste. We waste so much in this country, and not to be a tree hugger, but we got to get into things like composting. And you guys know my connection to farming.
Yeah, I also feel like you're calling me out a bit because I could definitely be better there too. So, but all right, well, staying on the topic of kind of just large global worldly things, let's talk about the U.S. national debt. The U.S. national debt should be an area of concern for most Americans.
1,000% agree. It should be an area of concern, in my opinion, because I feel like all signs are pointing towards attacks on our kind of chokehold that we've had as a global superpower in this country. The establishment of BRICS currency and the downward kind of spiral that the dollar has taken in recent years due to inflation and things like that, I think that, yeah, we should be concerned about the fiscal health of our country for sure.
Yeah, I so well said. I agree with this one as well. I think that I don't think it's top of mind for everybody, I would say, but I definitely think it should be an area of concern for most Americans for sure.
Yeah, definitely. No, you shouldn't lose sleep over it, though. I think the average person is okay. But anyway, all right. It's better to rent than own. Oh, I love this one.
This is a good one, but I have like caveats because, I live in California and I would say that for us right now, it's better to rent than own. However, if I'm looking at it as an overall financial decision, I think, in my opinion, it's better to own than rent. Again, that's a personal decision based off of my own financials, but I feel I like the ownership of it, being able to do what I want, not when things break, obviously, but yeah.
And that's why I agree with my statement. It's really just a quality of life and responsibility thing. I think that when you own a house and you're just responsible for so much more. And I just kind of hate that being in the weeds of fixing a clogged sink or tub or whatever. I enjoy.
Doug, are you saying you're not handy? Are you not a handyman?
I don't want to be. I don't want to. I like to pick. I want to have the option to not be. Is that okay? So
Okay.
yeah, I'm a renter all
fair.
day. I'll satisfy my ownership needs in other avenues.
Yeah, that's a great way to say that too. All right. Well, the last one actually, is the positives in early childhood exposure to electronics outweighs the negatives.
I disagree. Yeah, I just as an adult, knowing how just talk about the addiction alone that we all have, or many of us have, to screens. It just hits way differently for a young child, for them to grow up that way. I didn't grow up that way. I can't imagine what that would be like. It's scary to me. It's great. There are some benefits. Kids are more tech savvy at a younger age, which can open up doors for career paths and tech and things like that. But no, I think the negatives outweigh the positives.
Okay. You're not going to let me, but I want to take the middle. This one is interesting. I think it's going to be really hard, especially as they grow up, to not have access to electronics. I think this is a definite decision per parent. It depends on your own situations. We didn't really introduce a lot of electronics until after that year mark, and we do monitor the amount of time that they get to do on it, but we try to give them fun things to do, like Osmo learning electronics things that they can do like on an iPad, mixed in with YouTube Kids and some fun stuff. This one's really difficult for me. I'm gonna take that. I want to go against you. I'm gonna go with disagree as well.
Right.
I know it's very it's like not even thinking about like social media, thinking about all of that, but thinking about what they can have access to that's good. Yeah, I know. Let me plead the middle, Doug. Come on, one time.
Nope, you gotta agree or disagree. That's the name of the game.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so I'll disagree.
All right, awesome.
Well, fun times as always, but that was a good one. But now it's time for our topic time, right?
All right, let's do it. Degrees versus upskilling versus experience.
Yeah, all right. So I'll kick things off for us. So let's kind of delve really quick into like the realm of college degrees. So just my experience. I have a bachelor's degree. I thought about going the MBA route. I also thought about going full-blown PhD for some of the things that I was interested in, specifically psychology, but I never went down both of those paths, the master's or PhD path. And I also just think timing. I got into the job market and so I didn't go back for my higher education. But let's dive into some stats that I came across in a 2022 Pew Research study.
One second, I stand with you as a fellow bachelor's degree and done kind of guy.
But I love learning. My mom always said, I feel like Shauna could have been a student forever. I love learning, but yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's talk a little about stats. So nearly 4 in 10 Americans ages 25 and older have a bachelor's degree. That's a share that's grown over the last decade. And women now are more likely than men to graduate from college.
No
With
surprise
among
there.
adults without a bachelor's degree, Hispanic adults at 52% were more likely than those who are of white with 39% or black 41% to say that a major reason that they didn't graduate from a four-year college is that they couldn't afford it. And then the last stat that I kind of pulled out was that business is the most commonly held bachelor's degree, which is what mine was in, followed by health professions.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, most of that was not too much of a surprise to me. It does sound to me that despite the shifting landscape, that degrees, by and large, they still hold that substantial value in certain industries.
I would definitely agree there too. However, I think that a degree as the universal golden ticket to a prosperous career, that perception is definitely shifting.
Nope. It's definitely on its way out. Yeah, but with these rising tuition costs and student debt, many folks are out here scrutinizing the ROI of different degrees in the current professional climate across different industries. I did come across a recent piece by Time Magazine, analyze how America, quote unquote, fell out of love with degrees. In 2009, 70% of recent high school graduates enrolled in college. In 2021, that figure has dropped to about 62%, about where it was in 1994. Pennsylvania is the latest state to completely drop the college degree requirement for most state jobs. Staggering 38% of students who start college or university don't finish, which leaves them saddled with that debt and no degree. Double whammy.
Yeah.
And the main reasons include obviously cost, stress, and just general uncertainty. And finally, billionaire Peter Thiel of the PayPal Mafia is telling everyone to ditch college degrees. Even Barack Obama tweeted at one point about unnecessary college degrees.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a thing. Super successful people oversimplifying paths to success. Like, what else is new, right?
Like,
But Doug, with your entrepreneurial spirit, thought you'd fancy the Bill Gates didn't finish college.
Yeah, of course. But honestly, for me, it depends on the day. I'll say that.
Okay.
All right. So as tech continues to advance its role as the backbone of pretty much almost every component of business, this demand for new and lucrative skills really has never been higher. Upskilling, or the process of learning new skills or enhancing existing ones, is becoming a key player in career advancement and in tech and system-driven work environments.
So true. But Doug, if you could learn one new upskill today, what would it be?
My answer to that is AI-related anything.
Yes,
for 500,
good
Alex.
one.
I mean, that's the hottest thing smoking in the streets right now. But in the past, I have taken project management courses in person. That was obviously pre-COVID, and online that have really helped me progress in my career.
Yeah, see, for me, if it's online, I have more of a chance of signing up and completing it. If it's in person, I'm out for sure. However, there's many places like Coursera and LinkedIn Learning that I've had a ton of colleagues do some amazing upskilling. But through degrees or online certificates, the bottom line is that education is education. Is education. And to borrow an even better statement from a 2022 U.S. Chamber of Commerce report, higher education equals lower unemployment.
I love that one. That's like the best quote I've heard in a while. Sorry to get sentimental. Back to you, Shauna.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. And I think the saying goes that experience is the best teacher. But how does that weigh against formal education, upskilling in today's job market? I, for one, see it as the common denominator in the conversation because with a GED, a PhD, or CompTIA plus certification, experience is both a key consideration and a compensation metric that either appreciates in any job experience or is referenced in the path toward acquiring one.
Absolutely. Well, what we do know for sure is that those who have been fortunate enough to climb the career ladder through experience, college degrees, and or upskilling, of course, have definitely made sacrifices. No two ways about that. Some capitalize off this niche demand and follow a good wave with an emerging certification or skill set, while some are just successful in careers that honestly, they truly didn't need that degree for, which is always the biggest mind blower to me.
Yeah.
But what may be true is that if you're not leveling up or pursuing some kind of new value add, it's possible that you might stall out somewhere in your career journey.
100%. But no matter what your journey is, we believe that storytelling can take you to really awesome places as well. And it's actually part of why we created the job fair, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that storytelling is the X factor. And on that note, everyone needs a place to share. Head on over to thejobfair.com. That's our website. That's the job, FARE. Check us out. Hear our
on
stories.
Our hoodies.
Repping all day. Shoot us a line. And we'd love to have you out on our virtual set to talk shop about your career or your company's story. Stories are powerful. Everyone loves them. And on that note, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, everyone.
Come on, Shauna. You know that one. 4 for 4,
we'll
baby.
See you
Thank
for
you.
episode 5.
Thanks, everyone. Peace.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.